Rubin. He is a Democratic strategist in Maryland. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. I mean, what is your reaction to these indictments?
Well, Monica, never before has the United States had a commander-in-chief who sought to overthrow the American Constitution. But we did in Donald Trump. And it wasn't just conspiracy theories that he was engaging in for those couple of months before the inauguration of Joe Biden and the January 6th insurrection. He was actively organizing to have an insurrection. He was actively organizing to flip votes in states and to delegitimize the certification of votes. He was actively organizing to put fake electors in. So he was doing everything he possibly could to undermine the American elections, our Constitution, and our future. And so it's a good day for the United States to have this indictment.
Some Republicans are arguing that having this trial in Washington, D.C., he's not going to have a fair trial. I mean, is there maybe some truth to that?
Well, that would be standard form for Republicans who want to deny the vote and have denied the vote to Washington, D.C. residents to have representation in Congress. I'm not surprised. For them, the only place to have a trial would be in the reddest of red areas with a Trump-appointed judge and without any potential appeals. And I mean, they want a kangaroo court, and they're not going to get it. This is a legitimate American court, a legitimate American population reviewing what's presented in the case. And it's really unseemly to try to delegitimize this process.
This is a tricky situation for President Biden, who is running for another term. If he does face former President Donald Trump in this race, I mean, it's one current president charging a former president. How will he handle this? How would you suggest he handle this?
Well, first, he's not charging Donald Trump with anything. This is the Attorney General's team, the special prosecutor. President Biden is not part of this and has not been at all. And he's made it very clear there's a bright line between his White House, his Oval Office, and the Attorney General. Unlike Donald Trump, who, if you recall, when he was in the White House, would constantly call for prosecutions of his political enemies. So I think Joe Biden's played this well. This is going to resonate with the broad center of the United States. Certainly, the Trump partisans are going to cry foul, as they're trying to do right now. But President Biden is not part of this process. He's not commenting on it. It's not up to him. This is really up to the prosecution. And hey, if Donald Trump is innocent, he'll win in court.
If he is found guilty of some of these charges, what is his punishment?
This is really uncharted territory, that's for sure. Because some of these penalties, they could require time in prison. And for Trump, that is as for anyone who's up indicted in court, that's a scary prospect. So it's an unknown. But certainly he's going to be treated like any American citizen at this stage in the process. And that's how he should be, along with these other indictments across the country he's facing. He does face potential time in prison, which is probably why he's running again, thinking that if he can win, he can exonerate himself.
To your point, he can, if he is found guilty, he can still serve as president. So you do see potentially that he might absolve himself?
Well, he might try to with the federal charges, but there was an interesting set of charges in New York, several months ago of basically paying hush money to Stormy Daniels back in 2015, 2016. That is a state charge, and he wanted that to be put in the federal system so he could potentially exonerate himself. But the court said, no, it's still a state charge. So even if he wins the presidency and exonerates himself from guilty verdicts in the federal system, he'll still have that state charge hanging over his head.
Rubin, thank you very much for joining us on the show.